Hello, good morning, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am making strawberry and apricot Czech dumplings out of only 3 ingredients. Ricotta cheese, Wondra flour, and 1 egg. The fillings are strawberries, which I trimmed the tops off of, and I washed and letting them dry. I'm also making them with apricots. These came out of a can. And I rinsed them, and also I'm letting them dry. And then the toppings will be melted butter, sugar, and ground cinnamon. So first I will put everything into a large bowl, and today I'm going to use my KitchenAid mixer just so I have a hand to hold the camera. So I'll put those ingredients in and be right back with you. So here you can see the ingredients. I emptied in the entire ricotta cheese. This is 32 ounces. I put in the 1 egg, and then I put in the entire Wondra flour, which is 13.5 ounces. Now I'm going to put it onto my KitchenAid and mix well. So I actually did it with the paddle attachment and not the dough hook, so I swapped paddles. So I'll turn it back on and you can see the consistency. Okay, so in this batch, it is starting to come together, but it is still quite a bit wet. It's difficult to tell how wet the ricotta cheese is going to be. Sometimes it's drier, sometimes it's wetter. Normally the recipe is the 3 ingredients I told you. However, sometimes I will have about a ½ cup extra flour. It doesn't need to be the Wondra. It can be regular all-purpose unbleached bread flour, whatever works for you. But I'm going to start to add that a little bit, and you'll see the consistency that the dough should be before you start wrapping your strawberries or other fillings. So I've filled up a ½ cup measuring cup, and now I'm going to turn the machine back on or start mixing again by hand and add flour. So that is about the consistency I like, and it looks like I used even less than half of my ½ cup. I'm going to reserve this other piece for when I roll them to dust my hands because it is quite sticky. So now I have filled my largest stock pot of water halfway and put it to boil. I've dusted a cutting board, wooden cutting board. I'm setting aside a plate, and I will now take the dough. Usually I roll it in here just a little bit, and it depends on how, sometimes it's stickier than other times. It really depends on how you're making it. But basically, you just form them like this, and roll them about. Make sure that there aren't any openings. You want the fruit to be dry, and there's one. And you just continue. Take another piece of dough, put a little flour on your hand, move it around. It's good to have the flour close by and to do that every now and again. If you flour it too much though, it won't stick to seal. So another strawberry in. I usually pinch the edges like this, pinch them all really good and tight, and then I give it a roll. Sometimes they'll pop open, that's normal, it's okay. Just move the dough around a little bit. And there's another dumpling. And I continue this until I'm either out of fruit or out of the dough. So you can see they are boiling. I boiled them for 9 minutes. I move them around like this every couple minutes with the wooden spoon. And when I pull them out, I use this little Asian tool that I bought at the Asian market because it drains them very nicely. And they come out very easily with this, as you can see. All right, so now you can see how I prepare it. I have 2 apricot and 3 strawberries. And I will take a little bit of sugar. Actually, no, I'm gonna do butter first because everything will stick to the melted butter. So I melted some butter, unsalted, salted, doesn't matter, it's your preference. And then I add some sugar because there's no sugar in the dough, and sometimes the strawberries can be a little bit sour, so you can add sugar. I also have this farmer's cheese. In Czech, this is tvaroh. A lot of people like tvaroh, so I have one that's opened. I'm going to take a little bit, or a little bit more than a little bit. Normally, if I'm serving this, I'll crumble it like this onto the plate before I bring it to the table because everybody likes tvaroh. In fact, I better have just a little bit more. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so good. My mouth is watering. So the dough, excuse me. So the dough that I made out of the 1 thing of ricotta and 1 thing of wondra ended up wrapping 35 dumplings. And then I like to put on a little bit of cinnamon. All right, I'm sorry. So here we go. I had to turn it off. The last ones began ringing. The timer went off. So look at this. When you open them up inside, absolutely gorgeous, right? Let's look at the apricot. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, I'm digging in. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe for more Czech content. And thanks for watching again. I'll see you in the next video. Dobro chuť, which is bon appetit in Czech. Have a great day.